Now, with the people that say this about Jay, oh, well, Jay's next. And then you say how he kind of maintains his empire this way. You feel like that's a possibility for Jay to be next to be taken down?
If you was to ask me, I would say no. I would say no. I would say when I look and see Jay one aligns himself with loyalty around him. Come on, we just seen Rolling Stone just come out, and you got 50 plus ex-employees and everybody else talking about Diddy and everything he did from college. So that shows you that, yo, who did he have around him?
We call that a career criminal.
You know what I'm saying? The same way they talk about he had young girls in a party, right? He had young girls coming to the party. Listen, when we was there, Diddy is too high at a club, at a party. His thing is, yo, we all just going back to the house. Let's go, yo. Yo, Barnes, we going back to the house. Yo, get the cars together.
Figure it out. We out.
So guess what? Now I'm going to take the control. My man D-Rock, my man Rue, we going to take the control of the party. Okay, you go in. We know who his immediate people is. We know who his party goer is. All the other people that came from the club, we on that front gate. One of us is on top of him to make sure don't no dumb shit happen. That's just our job. One of us is at the door, then one of us is at the gate. If you ever been to Star Island, one of us is going to be at that front gate.
The bridge.
Okay, yo, you going in? You going in? We looking, anything too young, yo, you're not going in there. But I'm going to tell you what the difference is. The difference is when I was there, his kids wasn't old enough to party yet.
That's what makes it difficult.
That's what makes it, it's the rebirth. Where I get 45, I'm like, yo, don't wake me up, my nigga, 3, 4 in the morning, talk about you want to party. But if I had a son, which I did, that was incarcerated, but when my son hit 21 and 2, he's bringing all new fresh meat around. He could get in the club now. That's my rebirth. Just like LeBron want to play ball with his son.
Yeah.
People got dreams of partying with their son, with their daughter.
That's a different take right there.
And that's what I'm saying. So now...
So you think that these young girls were at the party with their children? With his children?
I think that's the reason that they were there. You see what I'm saying?
But that's absolutely reasonable and absolutely a possibility. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Especially if you're a Diddy.
Especially if you did, because first of all, they're going to try to get next to you. They're going to want to stand here, this, that, the other. Now.
And his kids want to throw a party.
No,
if Pops throws a party, I'm going to throw a fucking party
we
too.
in Miami.
I got a lot to and I live on Star Island, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how their MO is. We're men. In this room, there's men. Right. You got that kind of stature, that's your pops.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you want to throw a party, Dad, it's my birthday.
That's right.
I want to throw a big party.
And the person you are, you gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm at school, I'm telling everybody, yo, if I got a crush on a girl, I'm smashing because I could get her to that party.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You know who my pops is?
But you got to remember now, we talking 21 now.
Yeah.
So they not even school no more. Justin's in college, but we not. So now when we go to mansion, when we go to wherever we live, whatever, these girls is coming back with me now. I'm such and such. So now, are they pretty? Are they wearing tight dresses? Are they doing? Yeah, they 21, they 22, but you're 45, you're 47, you're 48. Even though it's legal, you stuck between. Is it right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of those things. And guess what happens with that? Somebody 21 always has a friend that's 20.
Yeah. Yep.
Always has a friend that's 19. Would you mind if they get it? Yo, Kristen, yo, Justin, do you mind if I bring her? Yeah, you could bring her. Come on. Now, guess what happens? You get rid of the people that care about you enough that we already automatically know how to execute and move. We talking to each other through headphones. Yo, shorty don't look too right. Whereas when you get the regular security, they just looking after your safety. They not all over the place. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, yo, you gotta get rid of her. She looked like she had too many drinks. Why she sitting there like that? Yo, nah, get her out. We used to, yo, you gotta come on. Yo, what did I do? Yo, you too drunk to be in here. You too drunk. If you fall, say somebody did something. This is what we was physically doing. You out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how he get caught up with all the young stuff, because now that's a second rebirth. That's a rebirth. Yeah. You 45, you 50, but your kids got all this fresh meat around here.
There's somebody else now that seems to be like a mystery woman and a mystery man, a mystery sex worker. Do you have any idea who these people are?
Now, I don't have no idea who the sex workers are. When they say sex workers, you know, that's always been, I didn't know nothing. All this stuff that's going on inside there, like I said, and I said it before, I've seen guys, you know, I've seen guys get off the elevator. I've seen guys walk to a hotel room, but guess what? I got the day off. I'm in the hotel pressing the elevator, or I'm walking out the door. I'm not thinking as far as everything she said in her lawsuit, like, yo, he would jerk off and, yo, he would want to go suck that big black dick and all. I'm not thinking that far. I'm thinking like, yo, I've been with this nigga all week. I got the weekend off. Yo, they some freaks. I don't know what the fuck they doing back there.
Yeah.
All I know, he could be good. I don't care. Like, I think I got the day off. I'm going to wherever I got to go in LA, and that's that. So when I heard all these things, I was like, okay, they definitely possible.
Yeah.
You know, sometime I would get a call. You know, yo, were you at the club already? Yo, do me a favor. I got this dude coming over there. Yo, can you make sure he get in? He ain't gonna be in the section though. Can you make sure he get in? And in my mind, I'm saying, he ain't know I seen that dude go in the room earlier because I was outside. You know, but this the same nigga I seen earlier.
So
you know
now
what
in
I'm saying?
hindsight,
So now I'm looking back and I'm
Yeah.
saying, oh damn, that shit could make sense.
So how
Till I-
often did that type of shit happen?
We in Miami.
I mean,
you ain't gotta protect them no more.
No, it ain't about protecting. I mean, this happened like I said, I didn't see nothing, but like seeing different people. Yeah, I've seen that. You know, I was
So if I
there
were to
10
ask
years.
you right now, dead ass,
Yeah.
right? Now, like we gotta go back to that New York shit, right? Dead ass. You think, looking in hindsight,
Is he gay?
yeah,
God damn.
I think he's bi.
bi is gay.
If that's what you
Yeah,
call it.
yeah.
I'm gonna say bi.
I'll ask you this though:
What?
if you think a man jerks off to another man, is that gay?
Of course that's gay.
So he can't be bi.
Thank you,
You know what I'm saying? So like,
okay, but listen.
Well, he clearly likes women.
only women
So what
can
does
be
that make
bisexual.
him if he's fucking a woman though?
I mean,
gay.
that's cool, but he's still jerking off to another, watching another man.
So isn't that what they call bi nowadays?
Only women can
No,
be
but
bi.
that's what I'm saying.
He's right, he's
I was
right.
just
But-
asking you your personal opinion, how you look at another man that's sitting there just like, oh yeah, fuck it, this is great. You know what I mean? Like come on now. Especially, well, let's put it this way: as men, our most prized possession is our woman.
Right.
You letting somebody else fuck her?
But guess what? Now, and I'm gonna be 100%
Yeah.
real with this, right?
Yeah.
Some niggas is freaks.
For sure.
Some niggas is just freaks.
Yeah.
I could take, but guess what?
But he's a gay freak.
As long as it's not my man fucking my woman that I gotta look at every day and see him, a nigga might get in the mood with, nigga, I want to freak off tonight. I'm gonna let a nigga, I like the way she look when she getting fucked. That's gonna turn me on to fuck. But I'm not gonna sit there and jerk off and be a part of all this and all that.
not being a
I
part.
can't.
I'm out
No,
there.
I can, but I can understand. So, and then I gotta, what you gotta think of, man, is this is a powerful
The accent.
motherfucker, man.
The ease in the
You done
accent.
did everything in the world that you could possibly do. You done fucked the top of the line of everything.
90s.
You know what I'm saying? What else is there to do? And that's when I look at people like him, and it's a few other people out there in Hollywood that we know accusations
The higher
about.
ups, the execs, the
and I say,
millionaires, the
what made
billionaires.
them be like this?
Yeah.
And I say it was because they ran out of things to do.
That's what the consensus
Word, yeah.
seems to be.
Michael Porter Jr., NBA superstar. Oh, well, I don't know if we consider him a superstar yet. He's Denver Nuggets NBA world champion. He had an interview recently where they asked him about this, the stuff that goes on. And he says, "Man, it's all there's." He said, "You got to understand that us NBA superstars, we could get whatever we want.
City to city.
Eventually, they get bored and they're looking for all sorts of other stuff. So when you hear about these women shitting on the men, literally, actually, not shitting on them, but shitting on them. You know what I mean? When you hear about these men with the trannies, all the stuff that you're hearing go on, what he's saying is like they got bored.
They got bored.
They're doing all this stuff. They got bored, and they're trying to stay fascinated, and I think that's what you hear about. We saw this yesterday. We're listening to Charleston White and him talk about his comedy. That's kind of what happens. And when you think about, I saw this recently on Twitter. Maybe I should start calling it X, right? Because that's what it is now. A gentleman was talking about the effects of pornography, right? Like after you see so much, it's hard to even get stimulated, right? So like if that's what you're addicted to, you're not satisfied with one woman and doing your normal fuck.
Well,
you know what I mean?
They were saying as simple as if you have a semi addiction to porn, it changes the way real sex stimulates you. Yeah. Real sex isn't so exciting.
I can tell you firsthand. I know that because I'm stimulated by porn.
Right.
And when you get in the room, you expect her to do that same shit.
Yeah.
But guess what?
It ain't.
They expect you to have a long Johnny and all this crazy shit. You know, so it goes both ways. And you don't want her to feel that way. So you don't want to, you know, and we do it as
goes
men.
both ways like Diddy.
As men, we do it by mistake. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it goes both ways. Oh, wow.
Watch this guy.
Yeah.
I got to throw some punches, you feel me? Yeah.
I think porn affects women worse than men.
For sure.
I don't know.
No, because y'all know, right? How many women, especially now, the shit they be asking for? They want to get slapped, choked, spit on, all type of extra shit.
Some of that is because they think we want it, though.
Nah, but they request that shit. The requests I get now, the shit that people ask me.
The new shit is getting peed on. Oh, everybody's admitting, oh, I love going to showers. Like, before, if a nigga did that shit, you know, a girl be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Now, Young Miami says that she was just saying that. None of that's real.
Yeah, all of a sudden. Bitch.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't believe that because so many girls got up there and started talking about this shit now.
Yeah.
About how they want their man to pee on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
That shit don't do nothing for
baby. No, but guess what? It would do something for you when it's a power thing and it's just a shorty that's so bad that so many dudes want it, and you like, look at I'm
Look
just
at this
sitting here
bitch, yeah,
peeing on her ass.
And
You know
she
what I'm
love
saying?
it. Yeah.
And she love it. And she's sexy. And I'm getting ready to lay down and fuck her too right after that.
Right.
We ain't don't get in the shower. No. You better not get in that shower. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of the power is like
yeah, because porn is kind of like it's desensitizing, right? Like it's you're watching that, and now the normal interaction is kind of gone. It's like, all right, you know, let me pee on this bitch. You know,
because guess what?
That's some wild shit.
This ain't a porn. We ain't going for 2 hours. We're going to go for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then we got to figure some different shit to do.
Yeah. Unless you're with Cameron, and Cameron gets you the horsepower, right?
Yeah,
so,
shout out to Cameron.
Yeah. Cameron, talk to me. Talk about that tape.
Nah, but to get back to the serious matter is, I think all of that we discussed, right, has to do with power. Has to do with manipulation, has to do with narcissism, has to do with everything. Because if you ain't willing to come out and talk about it, and with that, we're gonna get on the apology. And with that apology triggered so many different people. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the DV, because these people was able to see through it. And so many different people had asked me about a situation. I don't even know how people found out about this situation, but they had found out about a situation with a chef called Jordan, right? I call her name is Jordan Chaton. And she was Diddy personal chef from like 2007, I say to 2010. And they was like, yo, Barnes, no, you still not telling the truth. You still not telling the truth. And I said, I'm not telling the truth about what? They say, yeah, we heard that he pushed the chef or he hit his chef, this, that, and the other. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Coming in his defense, I said he didn't hit her because I didn't understand DV. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those people that if you push a person, if you shove a person, if you point in their head, if you cursing them out, that's not domestic violence.
That's not a fight. Y'all don't fight.
Exactly.
So
you know what I'm saying?
It was just that's part of it. That's not the fight.
That's
So,
not,
yeah.
and I'm not a
feel you.
woman to understand how this is damaging to me. So when I think back, and I remember one day specifically, it was after one of the incidents with Cassie. He had put in some work with Cassie, and if you even hit them, they'll tell you I got in between that too. They'll tell you, yeah, Bonds was there. Bonds got in between it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a assistant that he had named Jenna, and it was Chef Jordan, and I went to Chef Jordan, and I confided in her that night. I said, man, puff up to this bullshit again. You know, da 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 da. I said I had to come.
She's
between.
probably seen it.
Yeah, she probably
So
seen
you're
it.
talking to somebody that's
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, I got in between it, and I said, yo, go check on Jen, because Jen was an assistant, so she was like,
close.
She was shook, she was shaking, she was this. So I don't want to get all into her business. So I tell her, hey, she a woman, yo, go talk to her. Well, I don't know why I told her to go talk to her, because when she went to talk to her, she did exactly what I said Cassie does. She went right back to Puff. I said, yo, Chef Jordan came to talk to me about what happened last night. So when he starts screaming on Chef Jordan, why the fuck you worrying about my situation? Now he's up in her face. Yo, it's my business, and he poking at her head and all this other shit.
he's like physically
He's like
touching
pushing her head. You know what I'm saying? You know how somebody take your finger and he's talking to you, yo, you better not do this, better not do that. Long story short, he ended up pushing her, and he pushed her out the door that he had a house in Alpine, and he ended up pushing her out the door of Alpine. You know what I'm saying? She fell on her ass and all that other shit. She came talking to me. I wasn't really speaking to her because I was mad that she had told Jenna
That
what
you
it
were
was.
involved.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to
And he
expose me.
came and screamed on me, yo, Barnes, why you talking about my business and doing this, that, and the other? And at that particular time, I didn't understand that the verbal, like I said, I didn't
abuse,
understand the verbal abuse, because like I said, I seen him scream on it wasn't to me, it was like assistant becomes your girlfriend, and it becomes a person that's with you so much every day, all day. When they fuck up, they still gonna be right there. So when I would see him yell at him, I thought that this was a part of what goes on.
The dynamic.
Yeah.
It wasn't until that video came out that one or two of them hit me and said, yo, so much came back up in me. You know what I'm saying? So much. And that's where I start now, and I say, this is another God's calling. When I was put in those middle of those situations to come between, and they come back to me and say, yo, Bonds, I really feel like if you didn't come in between that day, that this would have happened, or this would have happened, or it would have went further than it was.
Yeah.
And I say, this is what people don't understand that I actually was doing and actually was going through.